Hello everyone, you are welcome to prevent the solution given this exponential equation. In this case, we have x times x, which essentially is equal to x to power 2, divided by 7 times 7, which is 7 to power 2. This is equal to 7 times 7 here, which is 7 to power 2, divided by x times x, which essentially is equal to x to power 2. So let's cross multiply here, so that now we'll have x to power 2 multiplied by x to power 2. This is equal to 7 to power 2 times 7 to power 2. So this is actually in the form of 8 to power n times 8 to power m, which you can express as 8 to power n plus m. So applying this exponent property, we'll have x to power, this is essentially 2 plus 2, which is equal to 7 to power 2 plus 2. So here we have x to power 4. This is equal to 7 to power 4. So let's take 7 to power 4 on the left-hand side. So that here we have x to power 4, subtract 7 to power 4. This is equal to 0. Now from here, we can express x to power 4 as x to power 2 squared, subtract 7 to power 2 squared. This is equal to 0. Now from here, this is actually in the form of a squared minus b squared, which is the difference of two perfect squares, which you can express as a plus b, a minus b. So in this case, a is equal to x to power 2 and b is equal to 7 to power 2. So that means that a plus b, this is equal to x squared plus 7 squared. This is equal to 0. So let's call this one equation 1. And a minus b, this essentially is equal to x squared subtract 7 squared. This is equal to 0. Let's call this equation 2. So let's solve equation 1 and 2. So we have case 1 equal to x squared plus 7 squared. This is equal to 0. Case 2 is x squared minus 7 squared. This is equal to 0. So let's start with case 1. So this is in the form of a squared plus b squared, which you can express as a plus bi, a minus bi. So therefore, x squared plus 7 squared, this can be expressed as x plus 7i. And here we have x subtract 7i. Okay? So here we have x plus 7i. This is equal to 0 as the first part. And we have x minus 7i equal to 0 as the second part. So in this case, x1 is equal to negative 7i. For the second part here, x minus 7i is equal to 0. That means that x2 is equal to 7i. So we have x1 and x2. So let's proceed to case 2. Case 2 here, we have x squared subtract 7 squared. This is equal to 0. Now x squared minus 7 squared, this is in the form of a squared minus b squared, which you can express as a plus b, a minus b. So x squared minus 7 squared, this can be expressed as x plus 7, x minus 7. Okay? So here we have two parts, x plus 7 equal to 0 as the first part, and x minus 7 equal to 0 as the second part. So in this case here, x3 is essentially equal to negative 7, and x4 here, this is equal to 7. So let's verify here. The four solutions here satisfies the equation. So now if you recall, we end that x to power 4, this essentially is supposed to be equal to 7 to power 4. So let's start with x1. x1 here is negative 7i. So here, let's substitute negative 7i raised to power 4. This is equal to 7. So substituting the value of x1, which is negative 7i, so you have negative 7i times negative 7i times negative 7i times negative 7i. This is equal to 7 to the power 4. So here we have negative times negative times negative. This becomes positive. So we have 7 to the power. We have 7 times 7 times 7 times. So this is 7 to the power 4 multiplied by, now I times I, that is I squared. This is equal to negative 1. And we have I times I. This is I squared, which is also negative 1. So negative 1 times negative 1. This is equal to 1. So this is equal to 7 to the power 4. So that means that x1 satisfies the equation. So x2 is equal to 7i. Okay. So substituting this, the same thing, we have 7i raised to the power 4. This is equal to 7 to the power 4. So here we'll have 7i times 7i times 7i times 7i. This is equal to 7 to the power 4. So here you have 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. This is 7 to the power 4 times. Now here we have I times I. This is I squared, which is equal to negative 1. And I times I, this is I squared, which is equal to negative 1. So negative 1 times negative 1, this is 1, which is equal to 7 to the power 4. So that means that x2 satisfies the equation. So let's move to x3. x3 here, it's equal to negative 7. So here you say negative 7 raised to the power 4. This is equal to 7 to the power 4. So you have negative 7 times negative 7 times negative 7 times negative 7. This is equal to 7 to the power 4. So negative times negative, this is positive, and negative times negative, this is positive. So we have positive here. 7 times 7 times 7, this is 7 to the power 4, which is equal to 7 to the power 4. So x3 satisfies the equation. Now let's check for x4. x4 here is 7 to 7. So essentially, x4 is equal to 7. Which if you say 7 to the power 4, this is equal to 7 to the power 4. And that means that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. So that verifies that the 4 solutions satisfies the equation. So thank you for watching and kindly subscribe.